So far we talked about cells as a single cell, but now from this point and forward we are going to talk about how cells come together in order to form tissues. Once we understand the different type of tissues, we are going to talk about systems and organs and the whole body that is composed of cells, tissues, organ system, etc. In this video I would like to emphasize on one of the 4 types of tissue we know of, which is the muscle tissue. Each one of the following will contain many different subcategories. So in this series of videos I'm going to emphasize on the highest yield point when it comes of knowing the subcategories of these 4 big broad terms, big categories of tissue. So let's talk about muscle tissue, which is one of the 4. Muscle tissue can come in 3 main forms. Smooth muscle, which is basically like spindle shaped without any striation, comparing to the other 2 that we are going to study. And usually you can find it in the walls of internal organs in places that we don't have voluntary movement, which is very important. The second one would be the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle is pretty straightforward. It's the muscle of the heart. And cardiac muscles are striated, branch, and they have single or 2 nucleus inside their fibers. We're going to see everything in the next few lessons. Just remember the following terms as a very blunt and simple terms and definitions, because this is very high yield, so just memorize it for now. In the future we're going to actually study. So they have 1 or sometimes 2 nuclei inside their fibers. They obviously occur in the walls of the heart, and again, similar to smooth muscles, they are involuntary. You can't control your heart from moving. The next one is the skeletal muscle. And the skeletal muscle is striated, tubular, has multiple nucleus in each fiber. It is usually attached to the skeleton, therefore the name skeletal muscle, and it is voluntary. You will see that you have 2 points on each muscle. And the fact that it has 2 points, it allows you to contract and move different structures in the body as well. It is voluntary, and we can control it. And also, it has a different shape compared to the other 2. So, morphologically, the skeletal muscle has multinucleus in each fiber. The cardiac muscle has a single or sometimes twice 2 nuclei, and the smooth muscle has no striation and a single nucleus, which we are going to see. It is also some sort of spindle shape comparing to the fibers of the cardiac muscle, which are long fibers. Also the striation, of course, the smooth muscle is non-striated, while the cardiac and skeletal muscle are striated. So these are the main high yield points you need to remember when it comes to the tissue of muscles for the IMAT and BMAT exam. The next one would be the nervous tissue.